Alright, this is week 5, problem 2, histogram for Russell Ellis. So this is my program here, 60 lines-ish, and it has two big parts, the generation of the histogram and the actual drawing of the histogram. So the generation is pretty simple. You create a list and put 1,000 random digits into the list. I just did 1,000 because it was a number I chose. And then I have 15 zeros in an array, and because all of the numbers are between 0 and 150, and as such, we go through the list here, and we look at the list, and between if it's between each type of if it's between each type of if it's like in each category, you add it to that segment in the array, and then that basically gives you basic histogram data. And then here we have a axis, create some axes, and then do some write some axes and get a maximum to scale the heights of the histogram bars. Here we have some constants for the width and kind of to scale the histogram bars as well. And then I draw the histogram here. And I tried to make it have a little bit of color variation. It's not much, but it works well. And so this program, something that I think works pretty well, was the actual initial creation of the histogram. That was pretty easy to put together. But what's something that tripped me up a little bit was some of the drawing stuff with kind of how Blackbird does X and Y axes. That made me think a little bit more than usual, because I'm used to actually having to do, say, more Cartesian coordinates generally. So that was something that I took a little bit of time to try and figure out the actual coordinates and such. And so this made me more accustomed to doing bar graphs and such, and generally stuff on the graph, and more related to doing XY coordinates in relation to another and doing a graph on this XY coordinates, with the top left being the 0, 0. So yeah, I mean that means I can go on and continue to do more graph stuff in the future, and I think that is something that I'm happy I learned from this.